So I finally finished watching True Detective. Well, it's something. Okay, I'm not necessarily going to talk about True Detective. I'm going to talk about something which a character in True Detective said. He said his name is Marty, right? One of the detective. He said, you know, the, it's something similar to this, right? Time or the good years, good days is it's just go by. You don't you only know that you spend your good years or good time only after you finish them or after it's ended, right? And he said he wished that there were somehow a way to know that we are in good year or good time. See, I thought about it, and I would say I am very fortunate to say actually that I knew the good years and good time when I was in them. So I made sure to cherish every moment of it. And the problem was with knowing that you are in good time, that this is the good time, that eventually it's going to end, right? So I would say it's better to not know that you are in good time because it doesn't last forever, right? You get a little sad when it's about to end, or it's very limited time you have. On the other hand, you really enjoy and you cherish that moment. See, for me, I'm thankful that I knew that my good times and my good years or whatever the good moments when I was in them. So in a way, well, I guess I am thankful. I don't exactly know how I knew it, but I knew, in back of my head, I knew it was like I was. I hate to say this, it's kind of cringe. I was like uh, Zarathustra at the last, closer to last few pages when he was in the mountain with higher men. He said to himself, "This is his, moment. This is his like this is the moment that he would repeat his life for eternity, right? Amor fati." Well, I had that times where I really sit down and I actually even said to myself, you know what, this is the day that I would repeat my life for eternity. So the problem with that is once you had your good years, you want to repeat that, which you cannot do. And it's complicated. I'm just rambling here. You know, I I guess I had my this amor fati moment, the place and time. I said, you know what, I would return it for eternity, and I just wish that was the end of it. I just wish I didn't have to continue going on even after the good days or good years. I cannot really reminisce about good time because I enjoy the good times, yeah. Mm, because I knew that was good. Well, mm, this is kind of a stupid video. You know what? If you watch this video, tell me. I would like to talk more about philosophy. If anybody interested in philosophy, or literature. I'm not particularly good at reviewing or anything. All I I can do is I can tell you why I like a certain book or why I don't like, you know. Other than that, I don't know what else to tell you. I can try to talk about philosophy, from like step one. Like I already talk about what is philosophy and what is philosophy to me, right? I'm I don't really have like a one philosophy that I can label myself. I would like to say that I'm an existentialist, but it's a mix. I'm like a fruit salad with many of the worldview, right? I'm not really in the only thing I can say about me for sure that I'm like really really strongly atheist, right? I wouldn't even go further to say sometime I can even become anti-theist. Other than that, when it comes to philosophy, I would say I'm somewhere between pessimism and existentialism, somewhere between. Yeah, I think those two are. I'm in the middle of it. But by the way, True Detective, it's nice. I wouldn't go further to like say like I'm like pessimist like Rasko, but I understand where he's coming from. Losing a child is it's not easy. Which that's the reason I don't want to bring a child into this world. I'm yeah. In that sense, I guess I'm a pessimist or nationalist or whatever the fuck you call. So yeah, I'm a guy who like somewhere between Socrates, Nietzsche, and Schopenhauer and David Benatar, I guess. And you can add a little bit of George Orwell as well. These are the people that have influenced my worldview. Well, you cannot forget Richard Dawkins. Well, he's there as well. But I have lots of things. Philosophically, there are lots of things I disagree with Richard Dawkins. But when it comes to the core thing, right, about evolution, biology, and atheism, well, I agree with him. Obviously, I have to agree with him on evolution biology because he's the guy who knows the stuff, and I don't. Uh, about atheism, I agree with Richard Dawkins more than I would like to admit. And yeah, that's the video. And just I wanted to talk about rain, and I thought, I mean, who the fuck want to hear about rain? So I talk about this. So well, I don't see the point of saying this, but I guess it's at this point it's kind of like a tradition to say, if you like the video, subscribe and leave a like and comment. So cheers.